Hello YouTube, this is YouTube Grounds with another indie developed game, 21 Bytes by Obifex Ludus off of Game Jolt. So we're going to try this out. We're going to do like a review, so it's going to be a little bit different than we normally do. So I'll try it out here. Now I've already started playing this game, and it takes some getting used to, but the game itself has an interesting art style. Graphics, in my opinion, don't really matter in most games, so I already like the game. It's something different. Um, you don't see a lot of time-based games anymore. Now I do know it's alpha version, so there are a few bugs here and there, but nothing that's unbearable. But I apologize for the quiet there, but I was just in the middle of the game. But yeah, it's very, the actual music is an upbeat thing, upbeat kind of style, so I like that because that way you get the effect that it's kind of a time-based game, and you kind of are, if you will, time crunched. So it's a really different way of doing it because a lot of games nowadays give you all the time in the world to do whatever you need to in the game, but this game is going back to the roots of a lot of games that used to be out, which is, hey, you've got time and you've got to go. You've got to do a certain thing in certain levels in a certain amount of time, and it's an older style of gaming, but it's still something that needs to be done every once in a while. So I mean, the controls and the actual scheme and the idea of this game are all really good in my opinion, and I think that this game really is something that once the developer gets all the kinks worked out and gets everything polished off, I think this game is going to be a really fun game to play. Um, but yeah, the enemies seem to be all. I think they're all like they remind me of hippos. It's probably one of those things where it's a matter of interpretation, but I see hippos. Don't know why. That's just what I see. At this point, I know I'm really not efficient at this game, so I won't be able to efficiently play it. Oh, okay, alright, I'm dead. Um, but yeah, the actual idea of the game where you essentially kill all the creatures, and then essentially that gains your not only your climb abilities and different abilities, but it also gets you life back or time back. And you getting hit is also affecting that time, so your HP and time are kind of one and the same. But sorry, I think one of the things that would make this game very interesting would be if there was a backstory to it, explaining why you're here and what you're doing this for. Maybe, oh, I don't know, time could be essentially you've run out of food and essentially you have to go off and gather food. So there's no story, but at the same time, the gameplay aspect of it, um, great fun game. Once everything is polished off, it'll be a great game and a fun game to play. So at this time, what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to give it about I would say 6 or 7 out of 10. Just because there's things that are unpolished. I understand it's an alpha version, but if and once the actual things are all polished off and the game becomes full-fledged game, I would say no doubt that the game's gonna probably be an 8 or 9. Um, but again, great thing that what OP Flex Ludus is doing. Definitely gonna link his page as I always do with a lot of YouTube videos, so that way everybody can see what they're doing and definitely support these developers on these indie game sites because it's almost like unknown movie stars. Essentially, unknown movie stars rely on fans to generate the interest in games and help them pursue their interests. So this is one of those things that I felt because it benefits me and it benefits indie developers. I like making these videos. It feels like a creative thing to do, but at the same time, it's also helping these indie developers if I review and play the game. So again, I say that this game about 6 or 7, but again, if once it gets polished off and it's probably full release, it'll probably be an I would say 8 or 9 at the most. But definitely, if OPFlex watches this, OPFlex, I should say OPFlex, not OPFlex. If OPFlex watches this or anybody else and wants their game reviewed or even played as like a Let's Play, definitely don't hesitate to send me a message in YouTube, and I'll be more than happy to look into it because I've got a lot of time right now, and I would not mind playing people's games and getting people's awareness about their games out. Um, so again, please like and subscribe. I always like seeing people's comments. I like seeing people just view the videos, even if they're just viewing them. And so definitely don't hesitate to do so and leave me comments and give me ideas, or if you have any ideas of what could make the game or my videos better, or even possibly the games better, because I can send that back on to the actual developers themselves as well. Definitely don't hesitate to drop me down a comment or something in my channel. And again, thank you. And YouTube Grounds signing off.